Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. The greatest mystery of human existence is death. What is death? And what is immortality? Is there anything called death? And is there anything called immortality? How to become immortal? And what makes you mortal? In this holy land of India, the sages and seers had discovered the mystery of life and death and immortality when the rest of the world was yet in primitive stage, hardly able to go beyond hunting and gathering stage. It's so simple. There can't be anything more simpler than the secret of death and immortality, at least in this great land of India. What makes you die? Or what makes you mortal? And what makes you immortal? Is immortality a fiction and death a fact? Not at all. In fact, what we know as birth and death is the greatest fiction imagined by collective human consciousness through its illusory faculty called mind. Transcend the mind and there is no death, nor duality, nor birth. Birth and death belong to the realm of mind and thoughts alone. And mind and thoughts alone create the entire world of duality, manifesting a phenomenal world of diversity. So, today I am not here to give a long discourse. I am in a nutshell putting before you the mantra, the secret of immortality. Which country, which culture, which religion, which ideology you belong to is immaterial. If you are a human being and if you are prepared to understand what I am going to say, and I will finish this entire video discourse within 5 to 7 minutes, giving what I want to give right now. The secret of immortality. The mortality or that dimension of mortality in you is ephemeral. Your personality has two dimensions. One is the simple external one that you know of, that is made of the body, mind and intellect. And you think yourself as this one as your real personality, the body, mind, intellect. If you think yourself, you identify yourself. Listen carefully, just one sentence, the secret lies. The entire Vedantic philosophy, and in a broader sense, the millions and billions of spiritual literature and metaphysics folded throughout the human history have said this alone, and that message I am going to give within a few minutes, in few sentences rather. If you identify yourself, and identification begins with if you believe yourself as this body mass made of flesh, blood and bones. So if you think and believe that you are this body, mind, intellect, the senses, then you ensure your mortality. Then there is nothing, no power in the cosmos then that can save you. No God, no Lord, no Shiva, no Krishna can protect you, save you. You are ready to die. Be ready to die. Be ready to go to gallows of death. If your body, if your identity is nothing more than this individuality made of name, form, you are bound to die. Because it's just an appearance, it's an illusory, false identity. That is not your real identity. So as in the case of an image in the mirror, as long as reality is there, it will appear in the mirror. The moment the reality appears, it will disappear. Similarly, this body, mind, intellect, this body complex is just a reflection of the reality called self, of the nature of pure awareness. If you identify yourself, you think yourself that you are nothing but this mind, body, intellect, you are bound to die. No one can protect you. The entire might of the cosmos put together can't protect you. You are bound to die. But on the other hand, if you consider and believe, the words are not correct, the belief and thinking are very superficial words. After due examination, deeper reflection, once you realize that you are not this body, mind, intellect, these are illusory, external, ephemeral appearances of yours, not you, and you are of the nature of pure intelligence, bliss consciousness, loving awareness, then you ensure your immortality. If you identify yourself as pure awareness, that identification is the guarantee, the recipe, the blueprint, the magic mantra that ensures your immortality, because you are nothing but a bundle of thoughts and beliefs. If you have identified and you believe with this body, mind, intellect, mortal you become, death must swallow you. But if you, after deeper contemplation, realize and then identify as pure awareness, then that pure awareness, variously called as self, supreme self, Brahman, God, that you become. That you become what you think, so you become. You are nothing but a bundle of beliefs. Don't believe in others. Examine your true nature and dimensions of your reality, for yourself. The scriptures and words of the gurus could be helpful, but only in the beginning to a certain extent. But unless and until you are going to deeply examine the width and depth of your own dimension of the personality, the identification is not going to be authentic. Therefore, the secret of immortality is so simple. There is nothing in the human history or in the realm of human life as simple as this. You don't need any money. You don't need any hard labor to study scriptures. No chanting of any mantra. Nothing. Just whatever station of life you are based in, whatever work you are doing, continue as you are in whichever country, whichever region, whichever profession you are. Be relaxed, be there, no problem at all. Whichever faith you belong to, or even if you are an atheist or agnostic, it doesn't matter. Because today's believers and atheists and agnostics to me appear to be similar, all on the same boat. Their beliefs and non-beliefs and agnosticism all based on the borrowed knowledge. So this you experiment for yourself. This is the greatest science of existence. You disidentify first yourself, that you are not this body, you are not this mind, not the senses, not the intellect. You break free your all relationships mentally. I don't mean you have to chop off your head and cut off your limbs. No, mentally, your bondage is mental, your ignorance is mental, your death is also mental. Mind the word. Your death is not real. Your death is mental. So your immortality too is going to be mental. The death and immortality are taking place just in the realm of mind. So far you have identified yourself as this body, mind, intellect with certain name and form. You are bound to die. You are bound to suffer. You are bound to be humiliated, hurt, defeated, afflicted with sorrows and sufferings. But the moment you break free from this false identity of body, mind, intellect and re-identify yourself with the formless, nameless, attributeless, pure awareness, you become immortal right now, right here, in this very body. Right now, right here, you are always that supreme reality. You are never anything else. You are never mortal. You will never be mortal. You will never die. But the death which happens to this body is fictional, mental, illusory. It doesn't enter into your head because of lack of deeper contemplation. It's not a matter of belief. It's a matter of experience. The immortality is experiential, direct, immediate, and personal experience of immortality you can have once you have deeper identification with your true self. That's of the nature of pure awareness. Vast and infinite space of pure awareness you are. And that is one indivisible, nondual reality of yours. There is no division, no distinction. That is one non-dual reality. That's the source, substratum and substance of all ephemeral world of duality. The phenomenal world, the entire phenomenal world, illusory world, is just a manifestation of that one indivisible, nondual, pure and vast space of awareness. That you are, that I am. I am not separate from you. You are not separate from me. I am not separate from the world. You are not separate from the world. What appears as distance, distinction, difference, separateness, is that separation illusory, false? Because we have identified ourselves as body, which doesn't exist. Body is already dead. The distinction and difference appears because of our identification with the body. The illuminator and revealer within this body, mind, intellect is one. Your illuminator and my illuminator and the illuminator of the smallest insect, the lizard, the tiger, the lion, the cat, the buffalo, the elephant. The illuminator is just one. That is pure awareness. That is life. That's existence. That life force is one. There are no two life forces. Your life force and my life force are not two separate, different, distinct. My life force, your life force, the life force within a buffalo or a cat or a dog or a lizard or a scorpion or a crow or a sparrow, the life, or even a tree or a plant or herb, the life force within all is one. And that life force is of the nature of light of consciousness, pure awareness. That life force is inherently, intrinsically blissful. It's embodiment of infinite love, everlasting love, eternal joy and bliss. Everlasting beauty is your own nature. There is no beauty, bliss and love outside you. You alone are all the beauty, all the love and all the bliss you manage to see in the external world. That's the reflection, image, a shadow of your own beauty. The beauty of pure awareness within has to be explored. The entire process of spiritual practices, especially transcendental meditation, samadhi, savikalpa samadhi or nirvikalpa samadhi, all they are meant for that. Once you close your eyes and close your mental modification, what happens is that entire world of duality disappears, entire world of name and forms disappears, and whatever remains is the self-effulgent, self-existing, infinite and vast space of pure awareness. That's one, immortal, eternal. No one can touch it, no one can harm it, no one can hurt it. So, death and immortality are absolutely in your hands. No Yamaraj, no Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh decides your death and immortality. You and you alone decide your death and immortality. If you believe yourself as body, mind, intellect, death is certain to you. All the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh and all the deities and gods of other religions also put together can't save you from death. But if you identify yourself as that eternal spirit called self of the nature of pure awareness, no power in the cosmos and the so-called deities and gods and goddesses can stop you or make you mortal. So you and you alone decide your fate and fortune. You are the maker and breaker of your destiny. Don't help anybody else. Don't blame anybody else. You have all the wherewithal, all the power, all the equipments. But you are cheating yourself. We are the biggest cheaters of ourselves. We are the biggest enemy of ourselves. All the injustice perpetrated against us by others is insignificant in comparison to the kind of injustices, harms and hurts we inflict on ourselves. Knowing fully well, millions and millions of sages and seers and scientists of the self have told you that you are immortal self. Lord Krishna repeatedly tells Arjuna, you are immortal self, you are immortal self, nothing can kill you, no one can harm you, no one can touch you. Still out of ignorance and delusion, Arjuna falls to. The story of Lord Krishna and Arjuna is not limited to Dwapara. You and I are the Arjuna. So, death and immortality are 101% within our hands. The mantra is disidentify yourself and break free from this long-held illusory belief that you are body. You are not body, and neither body is yours. Physically, you don't have to destroy a chip of the body, but the mental belief that your true identity is limited to this body is your biggest enemy. This is the darkest dimension of your personality. Right now, right here within this very body lives that element and that dimension of your personality, which is supreme reality called Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, Shiva. That right now it's present here. Identify with that self of the nature of pure awareness. If you identify yourself as that pure awareness, who can kill you? That is the supreme reality, unborn, undying, attributeless, almighty, omniscient, omnipotent reality. Its mere will creates death and birth of the millions and billions of cosmoses. You are the creator of the universe. You are the destroyer of the universe. Don't become so demeaning. Don't be so mean to yourself. You are the Lord of the Lords. You are emperor of the emperors. You are the maker and breaker of the destiny of the others. And you are always afraid of yourself. Your tragedy is your darkness. Your ignorance is your attachment with your body, illusory body, false identity. So my dear divine friends, my beloved friends, it's so simple. Every moment, whatever profession you are working in, continue to work in. Nothing has to be changed. Continue your life as it is. But deep within, develop a firm faith based on deeper contemplation that you are not this mortal, ephemeral, finite, helpless and hapless body complex. You are that eternal, immortal self, supreme self, Brahman, God, which is source, substance and substratum of the entire world of duality. Therefore, you don't need to beg from others. You are eternal donor. Because there is nothing within you which has ever existed anywhere else. Never ever in the history anything has existed or would ever exist in the future that you are not owner of. You are all in all. You are full of full. You are wholesome reality. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. You are that wholesome reality from which whatever arises is also wholesome. You are that wholesome reality from which if something is taken out, that taken out is also wholesome, and the remainder too is wholesome. You are that infinite field of pure awareness, infinite potential you are, because you are nothing but Atman, the Self, Holy Spirit, the light of consciousness, loving awareness. All love, bliss and beauty is your property, my dear friend, my beloved divine self. None of the glories in the cosmos are outside you. It's you alone who manifests and shines in this entire cosmos. You right there within your heart as the light of the light. So it's so simple. Mortality and immortality are created, decided and determined by you. No external force can kill you. No external force can make you immortal either. You and you alone are responsible for your death, and you alone have the power to make yourself immortal. The power of belief, the power of conviction, the power of inquiry, the power of deeper contemplation, whereby you realize that you are not this gross mass of flesh, blood and bones, but the eternal light of bliss, full consciousness. Is there anything more simpler? To put it in just one sentence, the entire metaphysics of mortality and immortality. As long as you continue to identify yourself as this mind-body complex, the death is imminent to you, the suffering, disease, decay, sorrow, sadness is imminent to you. But the moment you break free with this long-held attachment and view and conviction about your false identity as the body, your journey to immortality begins. And the moment you are firmly established in the conviction that you are self, you are the light of the light, the pure awareness, infinite and vast space of pure awareness is your true nature, that was never born, that will never die. It's almighty reality. It's omnipotent, omnipresent and omniscient reality. You are all in all. You are whole of the whole. You are infinite embodiment of love, infinite ocean of bliss. You are everlasting beauty right now, right here. Go deeper. Identify yourself with the nameless, formless light within yourself. That is secret of immortality, and no one can do it for yourself. You and you alone will do that, and no one can become a barrier. Once you have the determination that you want to discover and become that immortal reality, none can stop this journey. So don't blame others. As you are, wherever you are, nothing is required. Just deep conviction that you are that spirit, immortal. That's good enough. A strong conviction, and then abidance, full abidance in that. That's the secret of immortality. That is called liberation. That is called enlightenment. That is called self-realization. Is there anything more simpler? The people with vested interests have created so much of paraphernalia to make money, to make wealth, to mislead people. Self-realization, enlightenment or realization of your true nature are easiest things, provided you have willpower. If you don't have willpower, you want to do your mental tantrums in the name of religion and religiosity, nothing can save you. The true desire to know your true nature is the only condition. A strong yearning within yourself to know your true nature is good enough. That will take you and make you immortal. Believe me, my friends, that is the essence of all the spiritual literature produced by the mankind, and the direct, immediate experience that so far millions and billions of human beings have experienced about this. This is secret of death and immortality. None can kill us if we know our dimension that is immortal. It's beyond death, and no one can protect us if we continue to believe that we are body. So choice is yours. No one can cause death to you if you believe that you are self, and no one can make you immortal if you continue to believe that you are body. So don't blame others. The problem is with you. The solution too is in your hands. May I wish you all the best in this noble endeavor, because knowing your true nature is the ultimate objective of every human being. That is the greatest achievement in the individual life, and the greatest contribution a human can make towards the fellow humans also. So bear this in mind and embark on the greatest journey, the adventure of self-discovery, right now, right here. I'll keep you helping in the future also. Thank you very much for this patience listening. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. For a longer exposition on the same topic, my previous discourse on the theory and praxis of meditation is already posted on my YouTube channel. I am slowly going away from and leaving Facebook. Facebook is playing very nasty with me, so I will be very shortly leaving completely Facebook. So I request you, if you feel any interest in my discourses, if you want to stay in touch with me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there I am going to give regular discourses on self-realization, detailed methods, modes, and deeper demonstrations of samadhis of all kinds. Nirvikalpa samadhi, savikalpa samadhi, going in the nuances, practical dimensions as to how to realize that true nature of ourselves, how to make our life so beautiful, the greatest gift of the gods. So Facebook is creating a lot of problem. It is not sharing any of my discourses. The day before yesterday, I gave a beautiful discourse on theory and praxis of meditation. It has blocked my post being shared anywhere. So that's my tragedy. So kindly, if you are interested and want to know the systematic exposition on the topic, please watch that video on my YouTube channel, and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you see any point, if you want to remain in touch with me, and wish you all the best. Thank you. Namaste. Om Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Narayana.